All right. Mike Novogratz, the CEO of Galaxy Investment Partners. This is a billionaire tycoon, investor extraordinaire. You're familiar with him. He was recently asked about his long-term thoughts on the cryptocurrency market, and this is what he had to say. He said, "Cryptocurrency is a global revolution. The internet bubble was only a US thing. It was rich US people participating. Crypto is global. There are kids in Bangladesh buying coins. It's big in Tokyo, in South Korea, in China, in India, in Russia. We've got a global market and a global mania. And this is going to feel like a bubble when we're at a $20 trillion market cap." And you know, Mike Novogratz, he's not the first person to say something like this. But if this is our future, then why is the price stagnant around the $6,000 price point? I mean, if people are predicting an eventual multi-trillion-dollar market cap, then why isn't the price moving? Yeah, I know some people are bears, but some people aren't. I'm talking about the bulls. Why aren't they buying up Bitcoin? Why aren't the whales, the big money, the institutions, the people who can profit the most, why aren't they buying Bitcoin, and why aren't we seeing this price move? I mean, even Mike Novogratz, despite his bullish predictions, he says that it's possible that we don't see much of any movement in the next few months. So why isn't the market moving? That's what I want to talk about today. And like always, you are going to find a lot of value in today's video. And by the way, welcome back everybody to Altcoin Daily. Here at Altcoin Daily, you subscribe for our daily videos on everything going on in the cryptocurrency space. Feel free to click that subscribe button, be a part of our team. But let's get into it. Let me put together a case and show you some evidence so you're going to understand my theory and what I think might be happening on why this price isn't moving. And let me start off by bringing us all back to the beginning of the last bear market. You know, at the end of 2013, Bitcoin went on the massive bull run. Before that, it was trading around $100 most of the year, and then it rallied up all the way to an unsustainable $1,000. This was a seemingly unbelievable price at the time. Okay, let's move into 2014. Bitcoin, it obviously had to correct itself. And this is how the 2014 bear market began. And we're all familiar with this time in Bitcoin's history. People talk about the 2014 bear market a lot. So Bitcoin started off 2014 at $1,000, and we corrected, and we corrected, and we corrected. And by the end of the year, we were trading at just around $300. This is a near 70% correction. Now, some people thought Bitcoin was dead, while other people thought that $300 was the bottom or very near bottom. Now keep in mind, here in 2018, we are seeing a much more solid, much stronger support at our $6,000 price point than what they were seeing in 2014. And think about this. Bitcoin at $300 at the time, if you would have told these bag holders that in just 3 short years, Bitcoin would rally up to $20,000, you probably would have been laughed at. You probably would have been called a moon boy, unrealistic, impossible. But it happened. It happened. And yes, at the end of 2014, they were very close to swinging back up. And this is very close to starting the positive momentum, which would lead them into the next bull run. But one thing had to happen first. Let's cut to 2015, the very beginning of the year, within the first 2 weeks, the final sell-off, the final push down, the final shaking out of weak hands. I mean, you can see that right here. At the very beginning of 2015, there was a little bit of manipulation, a massive sell-off. Bitcoin fell from its already rock bottom prices around $300 all the way down to $180. The final shaking out of weak hands. It almost looks like a waterfall, right? Very distinct or very clear thing that happened. And that was rock bottom. But the sentiment was too strong. People started buying Bitcoin up, recognizing an oversold market, recognizing Bitcoin's future value. And that is how the 2014 bear market ended and the next bull run began. Now, the point of this video is not to tell you that this right here, that this might happen again. Yes, it's very much possible. Even though we have much stronger support around our $6,000 base, much stronger, it's possible that yes, we could see that one final waterfall, that whale manipulation, shaking out the final weak hands before we go on to bigger and better things, before the bull run starts. But actually, check this out, because the point of this video today, the point is actually to suggest that the institutions and whales might also be acutely in tune with this likely scenario. They too, they recognize that Bitcoin has a strong future. They recognize that the sentiment in the air is switching, and they know that with all this infrastructure being put in place, we're not going to see Bitcoin at less than $10,000 forever. So, these big money players, they want this accumulation phase that we're in to last as long as possible because they know that everybody is expecting that final flush downwards before the next bull run, just like right here in 2015. That would mark the bottom. People would recognize that, you would recognize that, and everybody would start FOMOing in, sending the price higher. So, what I'm suggesting today is this. The tactic for them will be to just keep a solid price floor, to not let it go up or down, with their mission to see how long Bitcoin can hover around the $6,000 mark, because they know once it rallies up, we might not get back down this low again. And that's what they're going to try to test. And we all see that with Bakkt and Fidelity, TD Ameritrade, Bitcoin becoming mainstream in our culture like never before, plus the fact that everyone in the world can invest and benefit from cryptocurrency. Things are becoming easier. Things are becoming better. We can all see the bright future for cryptocurrency, especially these big money people. Anyways, I think, I've said this before, I think that Bitcoin will rally up to all-time highs by the end of the year, but the market, it's pretty small right now. We're nowhere close to a multi-trillion-dollar market cap. We have yet to hit even a $1 trillion market cap. And if the thing is, the market's very susceptible to manipulation, and if these whales want to keep us in this kind of stagnant period for a while, they're going to be able to do that. But all I know is that the far future, there is a lot of room to grow. You know, it's hard for me to predict the next few months, but it gets a little easier when I think about the next few years. I can definitely envision that more clearly. So, for me personally, and once again, this is only for me personally, yes, I am buying Bitcoin at this $6,000 price range. I am cost averaging because I'm bullish on the next 5 to 10 years for Bitcoin and for cryptocurrency. And I think of it just like those people, I think of it like this, just like those people who bought Bitcoin back at the end of 2014 when Bitcoin was at the $300 price range. You know, some people said probably, oh, those people are idiots. You don't even know how low the market's going to go. It's true, nobody does. Nobody knew the market would hit 180 and then spike back up. Come on, I think you know where I'm going with this. What I'm trying to say is that whether back in the day you invested at 180 or 300, the fact that you were a long-term investor was what paid off. So that's why I cost average. That's why, you know, that really works best for me. Do you cost average? Are you still buying? I think there's just way too many green flags for me to suggest that the future is bright. And this has always been a long-term hold, right? The fact that we're in a down market right now, I know a lot of you share this sentiment, buying opportunity. And that's not like, I'm not trying to bring it to like a gambler's fallacy or like, you know, the optimistic bag holder. I'm just saying, maybe use this downtime as a time to study, double down on your discipline and double down on your interest in cryptocurrency. Anyways, I hope today's video provided you with value. Do me a favor, take 1 second to like today's video. It really does help us grow as a channel. And we do try and provide you with a lot of value. And if you want to be a part of our daily crypto community, subscribe to the channel, join our team. And that's it. I'll see you tomorrow.